At the same time, Jiro also increased the reward for killing Ichiro from 1 billion yen to 3 billion. He now wants to quickly take the position of chairman of Kobayashi Pharmaceutical Company, Limited, so he must let his brother die quickly, and never let him return to Japan alive. Jiro also knows very well that his elder brother never intended to kill his father, otherwise he would never be in China and would kill his father remotely. Then, if his father died, he could not take over immediately. Wouldn't it be a waste of money for him? Therefore, he can also guess that the eldest brother is dying now. After all, Kobayashi Pharmaceutical gave Charlie 10 billion, which is enough to see that Charlie was behind the whole incident. However, the eldest brother has nothing to do with the wrongdoing. He is not wronged. He is the eldest son succeeding to the throne. What's the matter with himself? If his second son wanted to counterattack, he had to suppress his eldest son. Because of this, he couldn't wait to let his eldest brother die in Oru's Hill. Because if Ichiro could never speak, his position would be more stable. From his continuous increase in the bounty, it can also be seen that this person is now very eager to kill Ichiro as soon as possible. So Charlie sent a WeChat to Orville, asking him to contact Jiro, asking for 1 billion. If he puts out 1 billion, he will sell him Ichiro, and if he can't get it, he will escort Ichiro back to Tokyo to open a press conference to clarify the reason, and then openly compete with him for the successor of Kobayashi Pharmaceutical. Charlie's thinking is simple. If Jiro wants to be the chairman, he must cooperate with him. Otherwise, he will let Ichiro trouble him. If the brothers share Kobayashi Pharmaceutical, the loss will be far greater in billions. Without saying anything, Mr. Orville immediately contacted Jiro and told him Charlie's request intact. Jiro went crazy after hearing this. Billion? Kobayashi Pharmaceutical has given Charlie 10 billion for the prescription of that poison. The 10 billion thing was given by Kobayashi Pharmaceutical Company, Limited. Voluntarily at the beginning, and it was his father who was fooled by the other party. When he think about it, it's d*mn irritating. My father spent 10 billion to buy a poison, and then he ate it himself to death and took his life. If this transaction were to spread out, it would be the first unjust case in the ages. Jiro felt that if Charlie wanted to be a person, he should just kill his eldest brother as a reward. He didn't expect this guy to speak up and ask him 1 billion. When did he open a bank? Jiro really hated Charlie crazy. However, he didn't dare to offend Charlie 10,000 people. Therefore, he could only bargain with Orville. The tone was very religious and said, "Mr. Orville, can you convey to Mr. Charlie? Kobayashi Pharmaceuticals' account is only 2 to 3 billion, and many sales channels have not paid us back, and we still owe several billion bank loans or we are under great pressure now." Orville said, "Mr. Charlie is always the same, so don't imagine that you can bargain with Mr. Charlie." Jiro begged, "Mr. Orville, I'm really having a hard time now. If you don't want to do this, you can ask Mr. Charlie to delay me for 2 months. After 2 months, I will definitely give the money, but these 2 months during the time, he must not let my brother show up and speak up, let alone let him return to Japan." 2 months. Orville thought for a while, and said, "Wait a moment, I will ask Mr. Charlie." After speaking, he immediately sent Charlie a WeChat, telling him Jiro's request for payment in 2 months. Charlie was clearing the dining table. Seeing this WeChat message, he did not hesitate to reply, "Tell him, and then bargain with me. I will talk to his brother, and then I will send his brother back to Japan to grab the property. I ask his brother for 5 billion, and he would agree." Ichiro is still hiding in the kennel of Orville. He knows that there are countless people outside who want to kill him, so he is in panic all day long. In his opinion, he might die one day. So, if Charlie gave him a chance to return to Japan to regain the property, then he would give Charlie the 80% property he robbed. There will be no hesitation. What Orville received from Charlie, and he immediately shared with Jiro. "Kobayashi, you are now bargaining with Mr. Charlie for 1 billion, but have you ever thought about it, if Mr. Charlie and your brother Ichiro had a good chat, sent him back to Japan to grab the property, Ichiro may promise to pay Mr. Charlie 2 billion or 3 billion in remuneration. By then, you will not lose a billion. As far as I know, Kobayashi Pharmaceutical is a company with a market value of tens of billions. Upon hearing this, Jiro gritted his teeth and said without hesitation, "Mr. Orville, please tell Mr. Charlie, I agree. I'll go raise money now." In fact, although there is not much money in the accounts of Kobayashi Pharmaceutical Company, there are still a lot of deposits in the personal account of Jiro's father, Masao Kobayashi. This money was supposed to be his father's inheritance, and the two brothers shared it together, but as long as his brother Ichiro died, Kobayashi Pharmaceutical, as well as all the deposits, cash, antiques, and real estate left by his father, belonged to him alone.